welcome back to October. Welcome back to my channel. Today is a Walt Disney Wednesday, or a Walt Disney whatever, because it's October, and that means I post more videos in October. I post even more videos in December, so if you're new here, click that subscribe button, click that little bell to get a notification for whenever all these crazy videos come out. But also, today was one of my hardest t-shirts I had to make because I think that it's the rudest t-shirt I've ever made, but it's adorable and the graphic is pretty cool. So I made this shirt for my husband, and the villains are kind of hard for me to do because I just don't like being mean all the time, and Scar has a very mean saying that he says, and I was really excited to put it on a t-shirt and put it on my husband because my husband would never say this, so I thought it was fun to put it on a t-shirt and be like, haha, you have to be rude while you're in Disneyland. But that's just a part of October. My heart says do princesses, but October says do villains. So we did the villains. Let's get going. I just did a t-shirt and maybe a mug for him. I haven't done it yet, so if it's in this video, it's in this video. All right, let's get going. Alrighty guys, for this I have an SVG for you guys, and I accidentally cut this one out a little bit too small and I ended up using it on Dustin's shirt, but I wanted to cut it out bigger and then use this one on a shirt for me. But I ended up doing it all and then remembered that that's what I had planned on doing. But you'll notice that this SVG comes in quite a bit of layers, and I just laid it out on top of each other before I started. So I used flocked yellow for this, gray flocked, and white. And so I'm just gonna heat up my Easy Press pad and get my shirt ready by heating up my shirt as well. Making sure that it's centered, and you can use a ruler to make sure it's centered if you would like. This shirt, by the way, is a little weird fabric, so my Easy Press kind of stuck to it a little bit, but it all worked out. So I'm just gonna start with the white. I used Lion King font for this. I also did this in a design with me for you guys, so you guys could see that. We also have Lion King font available to our patrons as well. So since I'm surrounded by kind of overlapped the idiots part, I went in and did that a separate time with my Easy Press, because you never want to iron on over plastic. That makes sense, I think. Once you do this more often, you will get the hang of it. Okay, it took me a second to realize where this design lined up, but once I got it, I got it. And then I was not able to do both of these at the same time because the plastic was gonna overlap. So I put that aside and I did one piece at a time, but I made sure to protect any iron-on that was exposed so that it didn't hurt it with my Easy Press. Then I just rolled this off. The nice thing about flocked, it's really durable. If you wanna go over it again without plastic, I wouldn't do it with this design because the white is there. So if it's all flocked, feel free to go over that bad boy without some plastic. All right, so I'm just gonna do that. And then I'm gonna put the gray pieces on at the very end. The flocked does take a little bit more heating than the regular iron-on, and then the plastic does have to pull off. It's a little harder to get that plastic off. So again, with this SVG, you can change the colors to maybe some blue or some green. You can do any color scheme, and it took me a second to realize where the heck this thing went. Then I think I realized that it was two different pieces. It was a bottom and a top piece. Oh yeah, duh. Okay, so this one up there, and then it took a second to realize this. It's kind of like doing a puzzle. So, and then this goes down at the bottom. And then his little eyeballs have to go on as well. And I thought this was a really cool design. Again, you can make it as big or as little as you want and put it on anything that you want. You can do it with vinyl or iron-on. I just thought it was a really cool lion graphic. And then if you just want to use the I'm surrounded by idiots and maybe use different lion, you can as well. All right, so now our t-shirt is nice and done and it's ready to wear to Disneyland. Just make sure that that flocked gets on there really good. Sometimes it takes a little bit of an extra little rub because flocked needs a little bit more heat and more pressure. Okay, so take a piece of fabric as well. You can do this like this if you want. That will also protect your other pieces. And I just gave it a good pressure. And again, it was taking a second. So I just peeled that off and did that later, actually. So you can see with flocked, it just takes a second. You want to make sure you get it on there really good. Okay, for the water bottle, I found this really ridiculously big water bottle that I thought was awesome for the Disney parks because we always get thirsty in the park. And I thought the saying, stick with me and you'll never go hungry again, was perfect, except I changed hungry to thirsty. Again, this is available if you want it. I'm using the same color scheme that I used for Gaston, the brushed metal, which we have on shopantitay.com, and I'm not sure of the other colors right off the top of my head, but we have everything available on shopantitay.com, as well as this transfer tape, which is my favorite transfer tape. It's not super sticky, so it makes putting everything on a dream. So I'm just going to peel slowly back so I can make the entire design on my transfer tape, and then I'm going to stick it onto my mug. So this is a good way to visualize and see it all before you put it on anything. Make sure your water jug or whatever you're putting this on is nice and clean, and then I'm just going to rub from the top to the bottom and then work my way outward. Again, this transfer tape's not sticky at all, so it makes pulling this off really easy. So I'm just going to rub it on really good just to make sure that it's on there. And then I'm going to peel my transfer tape off. And you're going to see that this comes off so easy. It doesn't even have to there's no work involved in that. All right, and then we're ready to use it.